Hello, you. In a while. Get this stretched back out. Well, it's March 12th. We're about noon here, my time. We've had the time change, finally. Back to daylight still around 6:30, 7 o'clock. Only going to get later as we go. Good weather. Shop doors warm out. Yeah, we're getting there. The new one sitting there just it's itching. It's saying, "Giddy up, let's go." He's ready to roll. It's there. It's ready. Well, it's not ready. It needs def. There's an object in the way that's missing a vital piece to pick that wing up, to move this. Yep, it's one thing after another. Let's see here. I'm going to back up, update where all we've been. Corn planters ready to go. Just got to run the starter. I think I might have even touched on that. So it's basically ready. Just run the starter. Put plates in it, which I'll do that probably here. We get it rain, I'll do that probably next week. Cultivator, the wing cylinder was leaking here. Noticed it when I brought it in here and unfolded it. It was leaking. As you can see, it made a mess. So last spring leaking, but it was leaking bad now. First time we've ever touched one of them cylinders, so that's not bad. Coming up this Friday, it'll be 2 weeks. The guys talk like it might be done quicker, because get to my def barrel to fill that tractor up, because it's brand new from the factory, and they just full to get you out the door, and not your problem, or however you want to say that. They don't give you much of anything. So anyway, waiting on that, because this is locked in here until that's done, until that can get on here. I'll call them here after lunch and kind of push them and prod them and see where they're at. But anyway, this is not done anyway. This cultivator is. I run the K-Site sweeps on it, which that's what we're looking at going to. Trying to. Now what I've kind of gathered today now. Yep, that's what they call knock-on sweeps. And the adapter that the dealer gave me will not work. So that's what I won't say infighting, but fighting, but we was told it'd work, and now we're hearing it will not work. So I guess that's what we're waiting on. The guy who emailed me and said that will not work, that adapter will not work. So now they're looking into, basically they're asking me if I will go to bolt-on sweeps. They're saying these last 3 to 5 years. I'm not wanting to. Buddy does, so I think I'm probably end up going to go try it. My concern is the bolt head's wearing out, and then when you go to replace them, say 5 years down the road, then you got a big mess. And then you got to cut them all off, and that's not what I want to do. But because I know on tiller plows, that can be a really, really, really big pain in the butt if you ran them too long. So, I mean, once I know that deal and we get them here, this won't take long. I mean, it is ready besides that, well, besides the wing cylinder. Yeah, this cultivator is ready to go besides that, the sweeps. I mean, that's fairly simple. I can maybe have the one part-time guy stop by on the way home. We can, with both impacts, we can knock it out real quick. Give me a hand real quick, because I can't bend over that long. It hurts my back too much doing that. But the other cultivator, big boo-boo. This is the basket that we've bought from a guy in Michigan. It's a round flat combo. So on our Tiger Mate, it's Tiger Mate 200, not a Tiger Mate 2, the newer one we got. The baskets we're needing to replace the center. They're different than all the ends. We've replaced them off our desk or flip-flopped them to here. But I seen this, and I kind of liked it. I wanted the Universe style, but, I mean, it was double the money of this. And I'm like, I just can't see myself spending that. Not saying I won't. I mean, I'm really seriously considering, that's what me and Uncle just discussed, trying to use the crumbler option in the front basket. Save some money, and I think we would get more work, or however you want to say that, just kind of how it's like the Universe crumbler, how it digs. I really think he's got a point. I think that might really be very, very beneficial. But we're going to try. We got one set. We got 2 center sections that we're replacing totally. We're putting 2 of them in a row, and we're putting 2 of the factory baskets on. And when we measured the baskets up there to order them, we just ordered the same set of Rimlinger baskets because it's the same size. Well, lo and behold, this factory Rimlinger baskets, and behold, the center section that we didn't measure is actually about 6 inches longer. It needs to be. So hindsight, we didn't think about it, and I didn't think about it. I just thought, hey, they're all the same size. Housing the shed is hard to get to. I mean, it happens. Frustrating because they would have all been on the cultivator. We've got one of the back row. The back row of this is on. We left the front row off. And we've got the front row off of the other one as well for easy replacement to do the other one in quicker. Because, I mean, all that we got to do is that's bolted in, get it back to where they're supposed to be adjusted wise. We're good to go. So, I mean, we ordered them Monday. I hope they're here tomorrow. Will they be here tomorrow? I doubt it. I will probably take the tractor to the field and cultivator without them. We'll just run the one basket. We're not planting behind it, so we're not worried about it. We're just basically knocking down bean stubble and or corn stalks. I'll probably try and do both if I can. Wait until Friday, should get it. There's a little small chance of rain Thursday, but I mean, it's minimal. I mean, it's not nothing. And Friday is supposed to be windy as all get out, so be better. Nothing else I can probably do in that time frame. But if it's not here till Friday, we're just gonna run it. Call it good. It is what it's what's gonna be. Not gonna be too worried about it. We'll call it good and roll on with it. Not too worried about it. Kind of want to see them both together now when we got time to play with it. But it is what it is. Screw up on my part. I didn't think about them being differently. When we put it together in 17, never thought about it being different, me in different measurements. Never give it a thought. Never give it a thought till went to slide the basket in there went to slide the new basket in there, because how I did it, just basically just dropped the other basket and it was easy, and just kind of looked at it and I'm like, this ain't right. I'm like, we got the wrong baskets, and then went and compared it with the other one out there, and yeah, it was 2 different baskets, and I'm like, well, crap. So. But other than that, that cultivator is ready to go. We put all new extended wear sweeps on it. The ones, these sweeps are on the other cultivator. We have ran them. Oh, this will be our 4th year with them that we've ran them. Now this year we're running them on the whole cultivator. We're running them on the whole cultivator. I was going to run them on this year the other time rate too, but I'm wanting to run the extended wear sweeps. I really think we got a benefit to seeing that. What that can do and help me being shorter of time, labor as well. When you put a sweep on in 2025, just say, and you don't put a sweep on until 2024, you put a sweep on in 2025 and you don't put another sweep on until 2028. I mean, to me, that's a great thing. If it works that way as they say, I mean, that's great. I mean, that will be great to me to have that option. I will love it. Because, I mean, that just basically takes away changing sweeps. Yeah, you got to go back to the bolt-ons for right now. I'm not keen, but if you can run it 3 years, give or take 8,000 acres, yeah, I mean, it does sound a lot more economical. I mean, it's a lot of money, but I think that will be a benefit as well to have. So we shall see. These sweep sealer that Case has was great. They will last all year. Will be, I've already took them to the junk. They're already in the junk pile. Now there will be some holes right behind the hard surface on the back. Like it will wear through right on the back side there. You'll start to see a hole. And we did notice that. But sweeps are still working. I mean, that point will stay that point will stay great. So yeah, I mean, we got that, but that'll last us all year. I mean, the front 3 rows we never touched. I mean, we had old sweeps we was trying to get rid of. That's why we was trying to run the other sweeps too, and I still got them. I'm gonna talk to my dealer. Now that we're going this way, I'm gonna talk to my dealer and say, hey, can you take these back? And I'll just go, because they sell a lot of them. They sell a lot of the regular wear sweeps all the time, so I don't think there'll be an issue there. But yeah, I just kind of want to even things out, make things more better to keep going longer. Probably should have ran the other sweeps on them. But yeah, I've actually got quite a few sweeps of them in here for the cultivator we out there now. So I've got several. Oh, there'd be, I forget how many there would be in here. There'd be a good 15, because I got one. There'd be 15 or 16 in here. Basically, that'll run it, that I can run on the other one next year. I probably won't convert it over to the expensive sweeps till I see how this one does after year 2. Just let it run 2 years and get a good look at how they're going to be. Just give them 2 years, not just a year, and just see if it's what we want. My main concern is the long nose. As I said before in the videos, the long nose for us, they don't want to go in the ground at times. So that is my concern a little bit on that aspect. So yeah, kind of want to run that and see it, just to see what we see. So yeah, and I'll have there's 10 sweeps there. I got probably 20 sweeps, extended wear sweeps. So only got to buy about 40 next year, 40 or 50, give or take, somewhere in there. You always want to have a few spares on hand. But yeah, so good test, good experiment, and we'll know more after this spring. I mean, I'm not saying we'll know a bunch more, but we'll know more this spring how they look. I think they'll be fine. I'm really curious to see. So, guess and test, but yeah, this is hopefully going to be a good experiment, good trial to see. Went to Commodity Classic, left here the last Friday in February. We drove straight through. We don't fly, or I don't fly. Drove straight through. We left here at 7:10 or so. We got there about 9:20 Illinois time, so not too bad. I mean, not a bad drive, and that's counting our stops. We don't stop and eat supper or lunch. We eat on the go, so kind of snacking. Got out there, went and saw my grandma in Colorado. She lives out there, and didn't know if it'd be the last time. Well, she passed away Sunday night, Monday morning, which we heard that night when we was talking to my aunt that it wasn't good. We was to call before we left the hotel because it wasn't good, and wasn't able to talk or anything, but we was able to see her, at least say our goodbyes. Wish we'd have seen her Thursday when she was okay, but it happens, part of it. Had a good show, good time at the show. Great weather. I mean, just only thing, it was windy going in and coming home. Great weather, nice, in the 60s. We ended up leaving Monday morning, we walked the show some Sunday, had the decal stuff and all that for the NCGA. We ended up leaving. There was a blizzard warning for the Eastern Plains. Denver wasn't supposed to get it bad at all, really. 1 to 4 inches of snow basically, but then turning colder, windy, nasty. We saw the show, all we needed to see of it on Sunday, on Sunday, Monday morning we walked the show. Thank God we went Sunday and walked it. That was a big help. That helped us make our decision. But 80 mile an hour winds, Lyman, Colorado, all the way to basically Salina, and 4 to 12 inches of snow potentially as well. We need to get the heck out of there. So we vamoosed we left there about 1 o'clock. Got to Topeka there about 9. Not what we wanted to do, not how we wanted to end Commodity, because we ended up missing the NCGA Winners Banquet. We ended up missing it. Not what I wanted to miss at all, and not what I wanted to miss at all. I mean, you kind of won the NCGA for corn in your category. You kind of want to go. It sucks. I don't like it, but beating the weather, racing the weather for our safety, because our concern was getting stuck out there for a day or two and having to have somebody else rely to work extra to help us out and having the father-in-law. So we did what was best for us, and I missed the NSP banquet as well. Wasn't worried about that one, but it sounded like this time here was a great one to miss, which it always is, one of them things. But good time. Hope that's a good update for you, and kind of look out for Friday, because unless we get some big rain Thursday that I'm not counting on, I'd say by Friday, well, I'm going to get the new tractor all dirty besides corn dust. Later.